Morning, everyone. Success of a project doesn't end if the project is completed. Why? It is measured how the project runs or how was it going on. So the question now is, how can you measure the project success? Or what are the things to be done in measuring your project success? This report is all about the practices and methods in measuring project success, reported by yours truly, Mary Rose M. Nuevo. Before we will begin, let's read the objectives and define what is project, monitor, and measure. With this presentation, the viewers will learn the following. You will identify and enumerate the 5 steps in how to monitor project success. Second, you will identify how to measure your project success. Now, let's define what is project, monitor, and measure. When we say project, it is an individual, it could be an individual or collaborative enterprise that is carefully planned and designed so that you can achieve a particular goal or aim. Monitor, monitor as a verb, it observe and check the progress or quality of something over a given period of time, keep under in a systematic review. While measure, it estimate or assess the extent, quality, value, or effect of something. Now is, how can you monitor your project success? There are 5 steps in monitoring your project success. Step 1, you will create your plan. Step 2, the baseline for your plan. Step 3, enter progress information. Step 4, you will analyze the result. Step 5, you will produce report. So let's explain them one by one. First step is you will create your plan. You cannot monitor a progress unless you have a plan for it. The first step is you will put together a comprehensive project plan. Work with your project team to create a task list that covers all the work that you need to do on your project. When you know what are the tasks involved or the tasks to be done, you can enter them into an online project management software and arrange them in the right order and create links between tasks if you need to. Second, you will create a baseline. So just like our cell phone, we can create a screenshot or snapshot. The same as monitoring your project success, you will create or you will take a snapshot for your plan in its current format. This is called a baseline and it gives you something to compare on the later run of the project. And if your schedule are changes, you can create baselines at any point during the project. It is also a good idea to save one at the beginning of the project and then to take another one after any major revision to your plan. Third, enter your progress information. Your team members will now be making progress on their project tasks, so ask them to keep the software up to date by recording their progress online. As they enter the time spent on a task in their online software, you can immediately see what is the impact on the project plan. Just like example for it is Gantt chart. What is step 4? You will analyze the result. Compare the progress you will expecting with the actual progress that team has made. You can do this easily in your software by looking at the views that shows you actual versus planned progress to date. You can also see how much time has been spent on any individual task and the amount of time spent on the project overall. And the last one, which is the step 5, you will produce reports. Reports are very useful because it displays your progress data in different ways. This is a good option if you want to share your project progress information with the team members of your project sponsor. You can also produce reports in a number formats so that everyone gets the information they need in a way that suits them. Reports are a very useful way of quickly seeing if the project is on track. Set up some template reports to make life easier and to ensure your progress data is presented consistently with every project. So what are the 6 ways to measure project success? Measuring the success of a project once it's brought to completion is a valuable practice. It provides a learning opportunity for future undertakings and the opportunity to assess the true effectiveness of project in order to have a holistic view. Objective and subjective criteria need to be considered. So what is the first way? Need to check or measure the scope. This is intended result of a project and what is required to bring its completion. To get a real measure of your project success, you want to determine if it is achieved its objective within a given period of time or within the given framework. Second, the schedule. This is easy enough to measure and understand. Were you able to hit your milestones on time, or did you get the plan in an exact time or date? Did your project get delivered on time? And if not, how far behind schedule was it? Third, check the budget or measure the budget. Here's the question. Did you manage to deliver your project within budget? Was it over or under your budget estimation? And if so, by how much? I'm sure it comes as no surprise that your ability to deliver your project within budget is usually considered one of the greatest indicators of success. Fourth, team satisfaction. This is more subjective in nature and is often overlooked when evaluating project success. But please, I beg you to say that team satisfaction should be at the top of your successful criteria. They're the ones who were deep in the trenches and they also the ones by your side on the next project adventure too. They also have the deeper insights that even the top stakeholders may not have. So have a collaborative team and a united team. Fifth, the customer satisfaction. Along with your team, you also want to get the feedback of your clients. Are they content with the results of the project? Were their needs met? Find a way to track client satisfaction through the project life cycle all the way to delivery. And the last one is the quality. The point isn't only to deliver the intended work but also to exceed expectation. It is very important to track quality and make adjustments where necessary. Even after the project is delivered, quality assurance is often an ongoing piece of the project puzzle. Ultimately, you want to evaluate if the project hit its target and how smooth the delivery was. Were the results implemented quickly and easily? Are the stakeholders, including your team members, satisfied with the result? Project success isn't all black and white. There are gray areas that are little more difficult to measure, but are definitely worth taking the time to evaluate. The more you can work out the kinks of a project, the more successful each subsequently project will be. So these are the 6 ways to measure project success. First is you need to check the scope if this attained, schedule if the project is done in a given framework. Third, the budget, if your budget is enough or not. Fourth, the team satisfaction. This is one of the most important part because team satisfaction will identify if your project is good to other teamworks or not. And customer satisfaction also, if it is with the stakeholders, and if the project is done, how good and does it have a quality. My references, and I'll give you a quote. There is no single recipe for success, but there is one essential ingredient, passion, by Martha Stewart. Discussing or giving a seminar or reports on what are the methods and practices in measuring project success. This would fail if the person who view or listen to this report will not apply and put his works by heart. Project could be a failure. Once again, good morning everyone and have a blessed day. Thank you.